Ever turn the key and get nothing? Flickering headlights, crazy dashboard lights, or a radio that only plays static. That sinking feeling is all too familiar. Electrical problems seem like a nightmare, an invisible maze of wires and mystery charges. But here's the truth. Most car electrical issues are easier to diagnose than you think. You don't need fancy tools or a degree, just a logical process and a little patience. I'm Madison, and this is Fixpro Garage. Today, I'll show you a step-by-step method to find electrical problems fast, even if you're not a pro. Let's get started. First suspect in any electrical mystery? The battery. 70 to 80% of electrical issues trace back to this little box. Pop the hood and look at the battery terminals. See any white, blue, or greenish fuzz? That's corrosion, blocking power. Even a thin layer can cause no starts or flickering lights. Next, grab the battery cables and try to wiggle them. They should be rock solid. Loose connections are just as bad as corrosion. Now grab a multimeter, set it to DC volts, red probe to positive, black to negative. With the car off, you want about 12.6 volts. If you see 12.2 or lower, your battery's weak. Below 12, it's discharged or dead. Low voltage doesn't always mean a bad battery. It could be the alternator not charging it. If your voltage is low, you've already narrowed the problem from 1,000 possibilities to just a few. That's the game. Turn a huge, scary problem into a small, manageable one. If the battery's fine, but you're still having issues, the alternator is next on the list. Remember, always start with the battery. It's the heart of your car's electrical system. A quick check here can save you hours of frustration. Don't skip it, even if you think your battery's new. Corrosion and loose cables can strike at any time. This simple test is your foundation for every electrical diagnosis. If you find a problem, clean the terminals or tighten the cables before replacing anything. Most electrical nightmares start right here. Get this step right, and you're already ahead. Battery's good, but something specific, like the radio or windows, still isn't working. Time to check the fuses. Fuses are the tiny guardians of your car's circuits. If too much current flows, the fuse blows to protect expensive parts. Most cars have two fuse boxes, one under the hood, one inside near the driver's side. Your owner's manual will show you exactly where. Pop the cover and look at the diagram inside. Find the fuse for the problem component. Pull the fuse with the tool or pliers. Hold it up to the light. If the metal strip inside is broken or burnt, you found your culprit. Replace it with a fuse of the exact same amp rating. Never higher. Using a higher rated fuse can melt wiring and even cause a fire. Always match the number and color. A blown fuse is a clear yes or no answer. One of the easiest fixes in car repair. If the new fuse blows again, the problem is deeper, maybe a short or a failing component. But often, a simple fuse swap gets you back on the road. Don't overlook this step. It's quick, cheap, and can save you a trip to the shop. Fuses are designed to fail before expensive parts do. Keep a few spares in your glove box for emergencies. This is one of the simplest DIY repairs you can do. If you're ever in doubt, check the fuses first. It's a small part with a big impact. Master this, and you're already a step ahead of most drivers. Battery keeps dying, even after a jump. The alternator might be the real problem. The alternator charges your battery while the engine runs. If it fails, your car drains the battery instead. Classic signs: dim headlights, flickering interior lights, or a battery warning light on the dash. Here's how to test it. Start the car. Use your multimeter on the battery, red to positive, black to negative. With the engine running, you should see 13.5 to 14.5 volts. If it's only 12 something, the alternator isn't charging. For a tougher test, turn on headlights, radio, and AC. The voltage should stay above 13. If it drops into the 12s, your alternator can't keep up. Diagnosing a bad alternator takes 2 minutes and saves you a costly guess at the shop. Don't replace the battery if the alternator is the real issue. This simple test can save you hundreds. If your alternator fails, replace it before you get stranded. Always check both battery and alternator. They work as a team. A healthy alternator means a healthy battery. Don't skip this step if you're chasing electrical gremlins. It's quick, easy, and gives you a clear answer. Master this, and you'll never be left guessing. That's real DIY power. Here's a pro secret. Bad grounds cause some of the weirdest electrical problems. Electricity needs a complete path, positive to negative. The car's metal frame is the return path called the ground. If a ground connection is loose or corroded, you get flickering lights, weird gauges, or random stalling. Start with the main battery ground. Follow the thick black cable to where it bolts to the chassis or engine. Make sure it's clean, tight, and free of rust. Look for smaller ground straps or wires, especially braided ones, connecting the engine to the body. Any rusty bolt, frayed wire, or greasy connection is a suspect. Bad grounds can be intermittent. Fine 1 minute, gone the next. If you find a corroded ground, disconnect the battery, unbolt the wire, and clean everything to shiny metal. Reattach tightly. This simple fix can solve months of bizarre issues. Don't replace expensive parts before checking grounds. Grounds are often overlooked, but critical. A single, rusty bolt can cause chaos. Always check grounds before moving on. It's a quick, satisfying fix. Many impossible problems are just bad grounds. Don't let this simple step trip you up. Checked battery, fuses, alternator, and grounds, but still have problems. Time to inspect the wiring. The wiring harness is your car's nervous system. Heat, vibration, and rodents can damage it. Start at the problem area, like a headlight that won't work. Look for melted connectors, burn marks, or chewed wires. Aftermarket installs are common trouble spots. Look for sloppy tape jobs or wires twisted together. Electrical tape isn't a permanent fix. Proper repairs use solder or sealed connectors. Gently wiggle wires while the car is on. If the problem appears or disappears, you've found the spot. Don't just wrap damaged wires. Cut out the bad section and splice in new wire with proper connectors. A careful visual inspection can reveal what no scan tool can. Rodent damage is more common than you think. Look for chewed insulation or nesting material. If you find a mess, clean it up and repair the wires properly. This step takes patience, but it's often the final piece of the puzzle. Don't skip it if you're still stumped. A few minutes here can save you hours of frustration. Wiring issues are rare, but when they happen, a sharp eye is your best tool. Here are my essential pro tips for electrical success. Always disconnect the battery before working. Safety first. Use wiring diagrams to trace problems logically. Don't guess. Test and prove what's wrong before replacing parts. Stay organized and document your process. Be patient and trust the process. You'll find the answer. Follow these steps and you'll stay on the road. Let's recap. Start with the battery. Check for corrosion, tightness, and voltage. Next, be a fuse detective. Find and replace blown fuses with the correct rating. Test the alternator. Look for 13.5 to 14.5 volts with the engine running. Don't forget grounds. A single rusty bolt can cause chaos. If all else fails, inspect the wiring for damage, burns, or rodent bites. Diagnosis is a logical process. Start with the most likely, work your way down. You don't need to be a pro, just patient and methodical. Fixpro Garage is here to give you the knowledge and confidence to tackle repairs. You're more capable than you think. Next time your car acts up, don't panic. Grab your multimeter and start the process. You'll be amazed at what you can solve. Every step you take is progress. You've got this. Now you have a step-by-step guide to tackle car electrical gremlins. Remember, test, don't guess. You're more than capable. Just follow the process. Share your electrical wins or questions in the comments. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more Fixpro Garage tips. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Go fix that car.